welcome back to the Real Liz Podcast. Check it out. I'm gonna be very specific with you. Had some things happen in the family that was, pretty tragic recently. So I just want to send a couple of ashes and ancestral peace offerings to, those unfortunate, beautiful souls that had to transition to the other side in my family. I just wanted to say that first and foremost for this show. It's appropriate because, man, these lights. Oh boy, it's Friday night, so I had to come on. I wanted to come on in the peak hour, you know, but I'm still blinking. Yeah, yeah. So check this out, though, y'all. This is the self-preservation is the first law of nature show. Why do I say this? What you mean, Danny D? First and foremost, if you cannot take care of yourself, how can you possibly take care of anyone else? Seriously, level with me. Think about this. If you don't understand how to put certain priorities in place, you will miss out on how to take advantage of a opportunity. You understand that? Prioritize your life, but you have to come first. You want to put everybody before you because you want to mask who you really are. You want to make everybody feel like you're doing good. Oh, I could sacrifice myself here. I could sacrifice myself there. How? How many times do you want me to kill myself for you to love me? Man, do you understand what I just told you? Some people think love is pain. I beg to differ. I completely beg to differ. Let me explain. Love is realistic. Love doesn't take days off. You know, love realizes when something is not being cared for because there's a breakdown in the construct, the infrastructure, the machinery, the body, the house. The house. Okay, now we're going somewhere. The woman is the house. If you look at a one and a zero, all you can think about is a dick and a pussy. Think about it. Ones and zeros is masculine and feminine. Ones and zeros is male, female. Ones and zeros is universal language, even in the computer language, even dealing with AI. Mm, well, it's going to be in the future, and even now, where you got, these AI companions that are going to be complete, perfect companions to humans. Mm. Because we can't find the will within ourselves to find companionship with perfectly good people if you understand how to be real with yourself and the other person. You understand? See, being real establishes a fundamental place of self preservation because you honor what you actually was given to you from your makeup, what was given to you from your mother and your father. And also, let's think about cultural dynamics. Some people, we're not leaving the people that were adopted out, or people that they say, where you came from. Well, let me tell you something. What love does too. It says that child that's adopted will get treated as if, or an animal that's adopted. Anything that you take into your sanctuary in your home, you shall show it the most immense amount of respect, because it shall give it back to you in return. It's karma, baby. It's your house, right? But what if you let strangers into your house? Oh, let me let my guard down, because this stranger has credentials. They have shown their values and their worth. And you get to see these two different dynamics is of the same thing. And this person telling you, I am that person, I am that person. You're like, no, you're not. It's almost like a mental mind conception brain twist that says, but I can show you you. Can you show you me? Can you show you me? If I can show you you, can you show you me? Or can I show you me? It's a difference. Understand? See, these paradoxical persuasions that people play with people's brains, it makes extremely perfect sense, because it makes everybody vulnerable. We all play it with each other every day. They make movies about it, and people participantly act in these type of equations, and they are so sincere. That's how shit back in my day. That's how men used to get a lot of pussy, but in this day, that's how women get a lot of dick. See how these, see how they play mind constructive destructions with what you present and what you buy into and what you put out here in the world. You understand what I'm saying? So back to the matter at hand. All of these things that you have to deal with, these variables. Look at this title of this show. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if I can do this. The WIP. Self preservation is the first law of nature. Show. There are no explanations, explanation marks. It's just, it's all about you. If you think about how every system built up in a capitalistic society has to do with deconstructing you in order for you to value something that you cannot live without. hmm I'm a gadget guy. I love gadgets. I can live without them, but they make life better when they are appropriately used. Used appropriately. How many times are we going to use it? Are you going to make it a part of your everyday constructive daily life? Are you going to utilize it as much as, or to its highest capacity? I mean, this little tool, this little gadget that we buy, all these things. I buy a lot of them. And we tell ourselves, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. So when you figure it out and you get tired of it, and you figure out this doesn't fit into my everyday routine. So you set it aside and say, I will pick it up again. Make sure you do it. I'm not going to tell you that you're being wasteful and all of these ignorant things that people tell people, because when you live in a society where you have access to so much, uh, people tend to be very wasteful. They buy a lot of products and they become hoarders. Uh, you know, people that have great ideas, but they just, life be life, you know, and it's true. So, uh, I understood today I have an only child, and I have to help her understand and appreciate the importance of who she is, and how fortunate she completely is, and how she can do so many wonderful things because she's so talented and she's so gifted, and she also needs assistance, you know, parenting. So we think about our children and we want to call them all of these things, but you have to put the work in with them, and or also you gotta figure out what they want to be too, because you don't ever want to put yourself in a position to take the self-preservation out of your child. It's difficult because you want what's best for them at all times. You want to give them the world, but sometimes it's not your choice. You got to give them, you know, tools, fundamentals, knowing what's right from wrong, knowing how to listen. You got two ears and one mouth. You might want to shut your damn mouth sometimes. You got two ears, listen. You got two eyes, you can see. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you want to give these kids or live through these kids when they have their own self preservation. Seriously, they do. The best thing you can do for your children is be their hero. Uh, the way you do that is teach them how to be one. The hell you mean, Daddy D? Listen, teach them how to do the right thing when ain't nobody looking. You know, teach them how to carve their own path from believing in themselves and loving what they truly do love, what gives them inspiration, because at least they get to practice on something until they move on to something else, and champion them the same way, because that's how y'all both get practice of her understanding what it takes, or him, or that child understanding what it takes, and also you understanding what it takes to support the dreams of that child. But it's also a parenting equation. What's realistic may not be realistic for you, Mr. Parent, but it may be extremely realistic to that child. So what I'm trying to say is, my mother gave me the mindset to see things through. That gave me an advantage in the world, even when I joined the military. See it to the end. If you start something, you think about it, you assess it, and you resolve it. If you see one of your friends, that you respect a lot, or you appreciate being around, yeah, hey, sometimes they may do things that you are not accustomed to doing and don't want to do, and you don't feel comfortable doing. Don't do never succumb to it, man. Stand where you are. You'll be respected more. You don't have to wrestle with who you are, even at a young age. As you young fellas and you young folks be out here, man, don't wrestle with your quorums. If your inner being tells you how to function immediately, strengthen and enhance that intuition. You know, that's your spiritual essence communicating with you, allowing you to make a decision that you have free will to make. But at the end of the day, you got to be like, hey, damn, oh, I got a gut feeling. Oh, wait, oh, you know what? I don't feel good. I got to go. You already know what that is. You got to take shit. You already know it's your gut. You ain't comfortable. That's your body letting you know, go sit your ass down. Sit the fuck down now on the toilet. I had to sneak that shit in there. That was cool. It's funny. Sad damn. Because that's how you know when you full of shit for real. That's where the saying actually comes from. You know a liar when they full of shit. They got a shit, they uncomfortable, always got a grimace in their face, just can't get comfortable. That's because they are so uncomfortable about living. They don't know how to relax. So the only way they feel good about themselves is all that build up. They want somebody to feel like them. Damn. Misery loves company. And haven't you guys heard that before? Misery loves company. In a complete way. When you're uncomfortable, you like, not us. No, I don't even want to go through that scenario because that's not applicable to us. You know, I like to alleviate my uh, stomach pains. I don't have them because I pay attention to what I put into my body from a physical and a spiritual perspective, meaning I can control most aspects from the outside world, even though they are so appealing and some things seem so easy and people make it seem so, oh, this was supposed to happen. But what if I put a stop to shenanigans and say, you know, and what if you, no, not me, you, I'm sorry, you, put a stop to the shenanigans that people have for you, the just pitfalls, things that they don't have a soul, no soul. No course of action within their whole internal being. Just an empty vessel. I could never treat anyone that was subscribed to my show and deal with me in that type of facet. I love you just like you love me if you subscribe and we deal with each other like this on some, real educational balances, understanding how you have to preserve yourself in every facet because there are so many constructs and applications that are built for your demise. People would say, hell, all of them are. No, I don't think that. Uh, Everything has a height, everything has a zenith. So, what we can do is learn in the midst of the the epics of time. It's a good time to be alive. So, why not know vice being in a position, in a continual position of purgatory of unknowing, so I can really just tell you like this: if people don't do what they say they're going to do for you, and it would put themselves in a power position to make you jump through hoops, and you say, oh no, well, I'm not jumping through hoops, that's a your problem, not a me problem. That makes you the liar, not me. Please. It's just utterly ridiculous how the psychological constructs of Western philosophical mind states. They think they have That Western mindset is a whole trick bag of fuckery from the start because everything begins with a lie. Oh, I guarantee you this. I got this for you. Oh yeah, here it come. You reach to the end of the line. Next thing you know, you out of some more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, and more money. And guess what they tell you? It's your fault. You should have followed instructions. You should have. Man, I'm telling you, man, these people are insanely, ridiculously good at their constructs. But what are we built on? This overlay society that I told you about, that we're all subject to? Sometimes a good case study will cost a small amount of money to see how the character of the construct completely falls out. Everything is, I'm telling the truth, until they're not. And they told you a lie in the first place. You believed them. I'm telling you. Always do case studies to see the actual constructs of how the ebbs and flows function in all of society. I'm telling you, I have a I have seen at least 500 subscribe to come meet me on Telegram. I got you. Oh yeah. What if I give you $10,000? All this great man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop being such a gimmick and these things that are unreal, just completely unreal, and they're preying on people uh, that really work hard for their money, and they also like the capability of making a fool out of people that call themselves intelligent. Yeah, I've been scammed before. Uh, lost a great deal of money. I've been played the fool. I've been a fool. I mean, these people are good at what they do, but when you're educated, you're like, damn, how the hell? Hey, man, hey, yo, I've known multiple IT guys, multiple people, especially in the IT industry, because we're intricately brained people. So they think, all you got to do is challenge a smart person, and they will fall into your hands because they have this egoic nature about themselves where they have to say, "Well, right is right," and it's a repet, it could burn you. So yeah, everybody can fall victim to a lot of things, and we all have. I'm telling you, I'm no better than you. That was a humility point. You know what I'm saying? That was a humility point for Danny Willis. You know, the reason why we learn these lessons are to arm ourselves to know that some people do not have a conscience at all. They don't have a conscience. The reason why self preservation is the first law of nature is because people out there exist like that. So we have to arm and protect ourselves because of the fact that we do have a conscience. And if we don't practice intelligence, we would subject ourselves into situations that harden you so much that you won't even be able to receive something that is for you for two reasons. You were taken advantage of, that person was a criminal, that person has no conscience, and they do not feel bad about tricking you out of your money. They don't give a damn. They're just like, hey, yo, hey, it's about the game, and I got you, you lost. At the end of the day, that's just the truth. Because that's the reason why you got Trump and Elon trying to tear down, the consumer financial, institution for, the branches of, how money operates within, on a national scale. And we barely have any consumer protection policies in the first place. So that's why people can sell you a bunch of shit and junk and throw a extremely quote unquote manufacturer warranty, or these are firm warranties and all of that, and they'll put you through hell and high water when that shit malfunctions. So let's just be educated on the products. Watch the your hard-earned dollars, man. I mean, our hard-earned money that we make, we earn it. We earn it. It is not to be given away. So we got to do a better job of watching our dollars. Not be so. Don't think that all money is good money, man. You work for money. You earn the money. You spend it the way you should, but always take care of your family. Don't put yourself in hardships. To try to get ahead. Sometimes it's just a pivot forward. My eyes feel like they're getting dry. These lights are warm. Got these eye drops. Give me a minute, y'all. Cause these lights in front of my face like that, boy, I tell you, get me sensitive. So, but bottom line, y'all, my peoples, my alumni, my subscribers, you know, I try to be real with you guys because it's time, and some people, they mean well, they're innocent, they don't they mean no harm, and you got vultures, wolves. You got people out here trying to take strictly advantage of you, uh, because they don't value you. That's why I told you have to value people that value you, and pretenders will always show you every reason to give them a reason to take advantage of you, because that's all they rely on. That's some people's way of life, is to pretty much orchestrate on how to take from you and not earn. They call that the means of earning. Taken from you is their means of earning. So, I don't knock nobody hustle, but I don't think hustling, you know, people for what they have or what they work for just for your selfish gains and means. I don't think that's not a very solid occupation. It's just not very productive either. You know, I say it's a dog eat dog world out here, but homie, man, you want to hustle people in the midst of these destructive times, man. That's some low life shit, man. I mean, for real. Damn, that's some. It's cold blooded. That's ice in your veins. That's no regards for humanity itself. You dig? So, yeah, I feel like I'm seeing double. But seriously, those people that got that way about them, that have no means of you know nothing but doing for self, and you know putting themselves before anything. That is just not the definition of self-preservation. Self-preservation is having a discipline. Self-preservation is having a wherewithal, being aware, being concise, looking at days to be optimistic and sometimes pessimistic, because you are a what? You're a calculated human being. Everything's not funny. Everything ain't cute. Everything ain't meant to be laughed at, and or even to be amused. And some things just are when they just are. And people have their different levels of that. Me personally, my levels would never intrusively be about hurting or harming or being destructive to a mental or a psychological, philosophical, or ideological or methodological state of a person's conscience, because it's not fair. It puts them in a vulnerable state of having to recover from your carelessness, as well as your selfishness. Ego gets the best of a lot of us because you think it's a like I said, dog eat dog, every man against every man, a woman, and that's how life's supposed to be. I beg to differ again. It's beautiful to have understanding of what merit is, how to earn respectfully with any industry. They try to say it's not honor amongst thieves. It's honor in every industry. But if it's an industry that you're not in or well adverse to, don't participate. It ain't for you because you have too many. You're walking in the room dark with no lights and no match. Then you get put in a position, well, shit, you acting like a stuck up kid. You got stuck up. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get stuck up because you playing in a playground that is not familiar to you, or you in an environment that's not conducive to you, you have to figure out how to exit that environment because you will wind up in a situation of pain, hurt, turmoil, and you don't even know how you got there because, again, that's what vulnerabilities do for you when you are not well versed into the behaviors of the wicked, the deceitful, the treacherous, the ones that want something for nothing. They are very prevalent out here in society as a whole, and it ain't got no skin tone either. Be careful. Where we at? Yeah. It's about time to wrap this up on this beautiful Friday. If y'all going out tonight, y'all be safe. Even if y'all watch this in the morning, if you're going out, be safe. Be nice, be kind, be be learned. I'm not telling you to kiss nobody ass, but I'm just saying it's if you learn how to walk with the proper nature and character of a proper being, most likely you're gonna get that back. You know what I'm saying? That's why the wheel is yours, and that's why the show keep going on and on and on and on like that. So check it out, y'all. If, like I said, be safe if you're going out tonight. Y'all have a good time. Don't overdrink. Don't overindulge. When you come back in the morning from that good old damn good time y'all having and shit, when you was jerking and shaking like I used to back in the day and shit, having the time at the club, you know what I'm saying? When I was partying like a rock star, that was my time, '07 and shit. I was 27 years old. I used to get down like that, and shit, have a good time. But if y'all going out, be safe. Be courteous. Um, be aware, um, and keep your head on the swivel. Keep that brain sharp. Don't have too many drinks. Don't have too many. Don't whatever you do. Stay coherent. Go out with good people. You know what I'm saying? Have a buddy system. Go out with people that you dig, people that dig you, so that I know we're gonna have Officer Edwin's security segment. We're gonna be on here telling you about how like all cops ain't the worst people on the planet. They got families. They are of all ethnicities, and some of them in y'all family. I don't got too many in mind, but I do have a couple, and they great because they understand. Everything ain't about you know destruction. Some people really do understand the values of civilization, and they do a good job. Others are race soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, if you always lean forward with a positive approach, never be assumptuous, never make assumptions, and be caught up in those. Just keep a clear head, bright eyes, and that head on a swivel, and make sure you present yourself well. Sometimes your attitude. I'm working on that with my 7-year-old daughter right now. That attitude. Oh, I hate it all. I don't like all that You you have too many advantages, and you have too many things that work in your favor for you to, every time somebody says something, you got a funky attitude, or a little stank ass way of doing something. Hey, that can't go down up in here, man. You know that you get stuff taken away from you. I mean, all your little privileges, like your little Roblox and your little all that. Oh, that's gone, man. No, I don't give 2D kids money. Dressing well and getting clothes and shoes ain't got nothing to do with that. But all the little extra with the tablet and how you wanna, be with your friends, and you got the little it stuff. That shit go away. Your attitude is terrible. Every time somebody asks you to do something, you gotta get nasty and cause you can't get your way. Oh hell, oh fuck no, man. Never, never. So she gotta fix herself. There ain't nothing for me to do, huh? I make the fucking rules. Anyway, I love my kiddo, but shit, hey, the law has to be laid down because I have to preserve myself, and I have to teach her how to preserve herself. And the only way she can do that is by doing what the fuck I say, and everything her mother says as well. So we don't do the manipulation game. Nah, she'll get just looked at like who you think your parents is, child? Who you think you come from? Go think about it. Just get out of my face. Get out of my face now, please, please. She's intelligent enough. Principles, Liz. If you can argue, if you want to be a judge, if you want to stake your claim, if you want to think that you can argue, you got that. If you could critically think that strong, you can critically think your ass and how not to do what you just did. See how that works? Kids, they so stupid. They have all the potential to be intelligent, smart, and great beings, but as a 7, 8, they dumb as hell. Oh, all they do is mimic everything they think you do and get caught up quick. Yeah, that shit out of here. You ain't even gotta whoop them. Just make them understand what the hell they done did, and they be like, it's gonna take me a lot of time to get that kind of smell. You damn right. So you just do what the hell I say. Okay, I love you so much. You know, I don't even have to use profane language with my child. I look at her. Hey, what you doing? Yeah, that's all I need right there. I got you there. And I ain't. It don't take too much more than that. That's about all it take. But anyway, hey. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. That's your first right to take care of yourself. If you don't love you, you can never love anyone else for real and properly. If you don't love you, you would never be as great as you should and can be. Because in order for you to take care of anybody, you have to be in tip top tier shape every day that you can be. And regardless of what you think, a lot of people rely on you, need you, need you immediately. They need you in their life. So please, I know times are extremely, really tough. I know they are. I promise you I do. But do me a favor. Do me a good favor. Please do me a favor. Do me a favor. Take it easy on your fellow man and woman. Think of alternate solutions instead of confrontations. You need people in your life, and they need you in their life. So before you pull the trigger, before you act out, before you want to go rob or take, think about what you're taking. Think about how much someone truly values that life you're attempting to challenge or erase or take. Please don't. Think it over. In the words of Bobby Womack, he used to have a song, "That's the way I feel about you. Oh Lord," you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the way, that's the way, that's the way I feel about you, yeah. Ooh, that's the way. Hey, I'm getting caught up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm used to, I be having music playing in my head sometimes, so, but yeah, think it over. I like fucking with y'all, man, but think it over. Yeah, man. Think it over. Think your decisions over. You know, value yourself, man. Self-preservation is actually the first law of nature. Remember this. If you can't take care of yourself properly and in the right order, you can't do it properly for no one else. So preserve yourself, get yourself top tier shape, condition, mentally, physically, emotionally. Balance out your feelings. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, wake up and try it again the next day because you're blessed to have that. If you're gonna wake up tomorrow, understand it's good. That's a good start. But check it out. This is the Wheelers Podcast, and I need y'all to talk it. I gotta talk it through with you. Like we always do. Y'all know the routine by now. So say it with me. Here we go. The wheel is yours. Until next time, that might be tomorrow, but hey, y'all.